So now there's the other issue of your truck. So they're trying to seize your truck. Where are we at in that stage of the game?
And that was a hard one to take. I was on a Zoom trial, and the Crown announced the application for forfeit on the truck, and that was a day that I was working, and I told my lawyer, I said, I have a load to haul, and it's Zoom, so I'm going to be in the cab of the truck when I'm on this load. And for me to sit there in the cab of the truck watching the Crown spill out his case for forfeiture on the truck that I've owned for, well, this November it'll be 22 years that I've had that truck. I've put 303.4 million kilometers on it. I've raised my children in that truck. I've put a dog to sleep in that passenger seat. It's been my life, and it took part of a protest, and they feel, so entitled that they have to now destroy that. They don't want to auction it off. They want to destroy it. Think about that, Canada. Just stop and think about that for a second here. The viciousness and vindictiveness of this crown is absolutely second to none. I've never seen it in my life. Just the amount of hate, and we find out that it's coming from the Ontario Attorney General's office in Toronto, and we've actually got the lady's name, and her boss would be Doug Ford. And so, if anybody thinks out there that Doug, just because he dresses in a blue suit, means he's conservative, I
Mm.
don't see it one little bit. I see that guy as he's just a liberal pawn, is all he is.
Yep.
And
Yep. Agree.
he's directing this. So the next hearing right now is November 26th for the forfeiture. My legal counsel in Ottawa was representing me, and we kind of spiced it up a little while ago here. We brought in Brendan Miller, our lawyer from the POEC. It's cost a bit of money. My parents have a vested interest in Big Red. My son has a vested interest in Big Red because he's a 50% business owner with CB Trucking, our company that we own together. And
Mm.
so Brendan's kind of walked in there, and he didn't just throw a wrench at, he manhandled it, and he's raised a lot of questions, and he's asked a lot of we need answers from the judge. We need her to
Mm.
make some rulings on this, because this has never happened in Canadian history, where one province has tried to forfeit a piece of equipment allegedly used in a crime 4 years later and was not confiscated at the time of the alleged crime. That's never happened. They're making case law right now.
Mm.
So I'm scared for the amount of stuff that's been doing the last number of years, because the Crown has actually created new case law to find us guilty of the charges we were at. If this forfeiture goes forward, they're creating even more, and
Mm.
it's a dangerous precedent.
And what is the justification for it? It was used purposely to obstruct. What is the point of taking your truck away?
It is the symbol of a movement that the
Mm.
government does not
Mhm.
approve in.